In the shadow of the oak, where the wild horses drank, my love carved her name in the old wooden plank. We danced 'neath the stars on a blanket of pine. Those whispering winds knew she'd never be mine. Oh, the long ride left behind on gravel roads where our dreams intertwine. Sunsets bleed as I recall each laugh we shared, echoes in the squall. The cabin stands empty where we once lay in fire, now only cold ashes and unquenched desire. Her scarf in the breeze, like a ghost in the night, a fragment of love slipped away with the light. Oh, the long ride left behind on gravel roads where our dreams intertwine. Sunsets bleed as I recall each laugh we shared, echoes in the squall. Rain taps on the roof like the beat of my heart, each drop a reminder how we're worlds apart. The trail's overgrown where we once walked as two, now just a path that's beaten and blue. So the long ride left behind, where memory's dust is all that's resigned. Beneath that oak I understand, love is a trail etched deep in the land. Oh, the long ride left behind, echoes in the squall, forever enshrined. Out where the oak trees meet the high desert sand, I first saw her silhouette against the sun's descent. An old cabin stood, weathered by wind and rain, where echoes of laughter traced the edge of my pain. She danced on the porch, a scarf in her breeze, her laughter a melody, soft as the whispering leaves. His shadow called my name through the whispers of the plain, in the twilight's fading glow, where our lost memories remain underneath the starlit frame. All my dreams became estranged. His shadow called my name, and the silence never changed. Years flowed like the river across the gravel roads, where once we wandered, now I walk alone. The saddle sits dusty on an empty, tired mare. Her eyes look to the trail as if she still sees you there. That old porch swing sways with a creaking sound, a symphony of what was lost and never to be found. His shadow called my name through the whispers of the plain, in the twilight's fading glow, where our lost memories remain underneath the starlit frame. All my dreams became estranged. His shadow called my name, and the silence never changed. So here's on this long and lonesome ride. The heart holds on to love as the soul tries to hide in the dust of the trails, in the rain that starts to fall. I've learned that shadows linger even as the night calls. His shadow called my name through the whispers of the plain, in the twilight's fading glow, where our lost memory remain. Every sunset paints the pain in colors of the love I can't reclaim. His shadow called my name, and I'm still calling hers in vain. In the distance a coyote calls to the moon, a lone and haunting tune, as his shadow fades away like the closing of a day too soon.
In the shade of an old oak tree, where the earth holds secrets deep, we carved our names, young and free, on a heart as wide as the rolling sweet. Your scarf it danced a dusty red in the winds of that wild sacred land, with a porch creek neath the weight we tread, and our future lay like the grains of sand. And the sunset sank with a heavy sigh into the arms of the aching sky, your whisper lost in the coyote's cry as the stars lit up your goodbye. I ride these trails, worn and bleak with your memory, a treasure I seek in the fading light. Your voice still speaks, but it's just the silence so vast, so deep. Now the oak tree stands there all alone, its leaves whispering tales of the past. The names we etched now barely shown, like shadows that the sun has cast. That old cabin, our love sweet home, sits empty as time has willed. The gravel road once south to Rome, with the echo of our laughter still. And the sunset sank with a heavy sigh into the arms of the aching sky, your whisper lost in the coyote's cry as the stars watched us say goodbye. Each dusty trail, each silent plea brings me back to you endlessly in the twilight's glow. You're all I see, and I'm just a ghost in our memory. These hills hold the breath of your grace, and the rains fall like tears on my face. With each storm a bit more I erase, but never the pain of your empty space. So the sunset sinks with a heavy sigh beneath clouds like a no-weary lie. I'm riding on, though my heart can't deny. Part of me vanished when you said goodbye. In the crimson fade, I bear the mark of love lost deep in the veiled dark. With each setting sun, I embark towards tomorrow with your shadow in my heart.
In the shadow of an oak, where the wild daisies throng, beneath the boundless dome, where the quiet rivers run, the once in sway to swing, ropes weathered by the sun, where laughter bloomed like spring. Oh, the days when we were young. But now the swings at rest, no more to sway and sigh underneath that ancient oak, where part of my heart did die. Each creaking sound it made like a lonesome whispered cry. The swing died young, my love, beneath that endless sky. The town's a whispered ghost, its streets bathed in the dusk, Porsches empty, curtains drawn, in the silence dreams do rust. That old scarf you left behind, now a relic of our trust, turned to dust like the roads we rode, surrendered to the gust. But now the swings are rest, no more to sway inside underneath that ancient oak, where all our dreams did lie. Each creaking sound it made like a farewell, soft and shy. The swing died young, my dear, and sometimes so do I. Oh, how the prairie sings, tones so bittersweet, of every tender night and every heart's defeat, in the folds of fading light, where memories and sorrows meet. I find the echoes of our love and every shadow I greet. Yes, the swings at rest, no more to sway inside underneath that ancient oak. I come to sit and cry. Each whisper windswept tale, tales of the time gone by. The swing died young, my love, and love neither can I. The swing died young, my love, beneath that vast old sky.
Down by Piney Creek where the water bends, I found her wildflower scarf in the wind. Oak shadows lay across the old gravel road, where our love once was a story told. The cabin's empty, echoes fill the room, pale dust swirls a dance beneath the moon. The creek echoes, oh how the water sigh, like the heartache whisper beneath the twilight sky. Every ripple tells a tale of dreams undone, underneath the weeping willow, waiting for the sun. Years rolled like tumbleweeds through the plains, leaving lines on my face like old porch in the rain. Her laughter haunts the hollows of these hills. The saddle sits untouched, the silence chills. No more the sound of footsteps on the wood, just the lonely night where her smile stood. The creek echoes, oh how the waters moan, carrying the weight of love now only I own. Every whisper in the wind, her name it seems,
dreams. Oh, but life's a shadow since she's gone away. The colors turn to gray in the blaze of day. Yet in the creek's lament I find my peace, as if her gentle whisper bids my soul release. The creek echoes and in its mournful call I find the strength to face the dusk after all. Every sunset closes with a soft goodbye, leaving me a cowboy with a tear in my eye. The creek echoes, the creek echoes, a ballad of the past only the heart knows. In the hush of dawn by the old oak tree where the land whispers secrets it keeps in, I recall her scarf red against the spring and the promises that no longer sing. Her laughter echoed a ghostly spell in the cabin where the shadows dwell. But his shadow said nothing as it danced alone underneath the porch where our love had grown. The sunset bleeds through the cracks of time and the wind carries off our old wind chime. Each gust a whisper of what used to be. His shadow said nothing to me. Wore the saddle and the trails turned gray, gravel roads where we once would stray, from the bustling town to the quiet streams, now empty places in my dreams. The rain taps soft on the roof that leaks, in each drop a memory speaks. But his shadow said nothing as it danced alone underneath the porch where our love had grown. The sunset bleeds through the cracks of time and the wind carries off our old wind chime. Each gust a whisper of what used to be. His shadow said nothing to me. Oh, how the mountains recall our names, echoing through the wild untamed. I'm a wanderer in a land so vast, chasing a future tied to the past. And his shadow said nothing as the night set in, silent as my sorrows, thick as the din. Stars flicker out where her eyes might have shone. His shadow says nothing and I ride on, leaving behind what I can never reclaim. His shadow said nothing and I whispered her name. Oh, in the shadow of the oak where the wildflowers hide, I first saw her smile by the riverside. Golden laughter in the air, scarf dancing with grace. Every memory of her is tied to this place. Sun setting low, painted sky so bold, in her eyes a story of old. The rain waits on the old porch swing, stirs the dust where we used to sing. Every drop's like a tear from the skies, Echo in my heart, silent cries this wandering soul beneath wide brims. Keeps riding on while the light dims. Years have turned, the cabins lay empty and still. Gravel roads forgotten, grass growing at its will. Where laughter once lived, now only winds reply. Echoes of what was beneath the endless sky. Her scarf found a home on a cold saddle horn, left me with the echoes of a love worn. The rain waits on the old porch swing, stirs the dust where we used to sing. Each drop's a fragment of past delights, fading trails in the failing lights. This wandering soul beneath wide brims keeps riding on while the light dims. Underneath the vastness where the quiet lands speak, I find her whispers in the creek. Though I roam forever, part of me stays entwined with her in the yesterdays. The rain still waits, it knows my name on the old porch swing. Nothing's the same. Time may pass, but my heart finds in every sunset her ties that bind this lonesome road, these wild domains. I ride alone, but the rain waits.
Out where the oak trees shadow the old gravel road, I found a scarf you left, a faded but bold. Beneath the stars where our whispers once danced, an empty cabin recalls how we chanced. A sunset bleeds red, just like my old heart, in those quiet towns we're miles apart. The campfire forgot how to spark your flame, but these winds, they still howl your name. Lost in the echoes of soft, dusty trails, my soul rides lonesome with brittle old sails. That porch we once dreamed on, now silent and warm. The laughter's faded, the wood planks forlorn. Where rivers once sang through the cool evening air, now just the ghost of your scent lingers there. The path we walked overgrown, lost to time, and I wander these ways with a heart heavy like crime. The campfire forgot how to spark your flame, but these winds, they still howl your name. Lost in the echoes of soft, dusty trails, my soul rides lonesome with brittle old sails. Under the vast unyielding sky, I've learned that even the strongest cry, in the echo of each hoofbeat's fall, I find the loneliest truth of all.
shadow in the moonlight forever stay.
In the frost at dawn, by the creek so still, where the oak tree shadows danced upon the hill, your laughter wove through branches cold and bare, an echo in the wind of the love we used to share. I rode past our old wooden porch, worn and gray, where we watched the sunsets at the close of day. But now only whispers on gravel roads remain, and the oak stands silent, enduring the rain. Cold morning drifts where my heart still calls your name, across the empty cabins, love ain't quite the same. Memories like dust, kicked up by a lonesome trail, drift away on the wind, but your scent, it never fails. The scarf you left still lies upon my saddle horn, faded now like the fabric of the dreams we'd sworn. The town seems quieter now you're not here. The laughter's gone, replaced by the quiet I fear. I listen for footsteps on creaky wooden floors, and wonder if you'll pass through those swinging doors. But time's a thief and it's stolen you not spared, leaving only the shadows of the love we shared. Cold morning drifts through the emptiness inside, where my heart's a cabin with the doors flung wide. Ghosts of your laughter haunt the trails I ride, under skies so wide, where my sorrows I confide. I've whispered to the stars, spilled secrets in the night, sought solace in the moon's pale waning light. But every sunrise just tightens your absence's grip. These trails I wander without you are a sinking ship. Cold morning drifts, I'm a shadow in the dawn, riding through the memories where our love once shone. The heart may move on, but this cowboy spirit knows, in the quiet of the wild lands, old love never goes. Yes, in the cold morning drifts, your memory forever glows. Out where the oak trees whisper low, beneath the silver sky, I found a scarf you wore, now faded, by the old porch where we lie. The wind, it carries ghosts and dust through the cabin's broken seam, and every creak and board recalls our long-lost prairie dream.
lost trail watch me lead, with heavy heart and silent creed. Sunset bleeds through memories, where our wild love used to be. Echoes float on the gravel road, under stars that grieve. The lost trail watch me lead, oh, the lost trail watch me lead. Now the town sleeps quiet, where our laughter filled the streets. Windows dark as the promises we never could complete. Rain falls on the saddle, where you once sat close to me. Now it's just a shadow neath the old willow tree. The lost trail watch me lead, with heavy heart and silent creed. Sunset bleeds through memories, where our wild love used to be. Echoes float on the gravel road, under stars that grieve. The lost trail watch me lead, oh, the lost trail watch me lead. I whisper to the moonlight as it dances on the ridge, asking for forgiveness from that old wooden bridge. For I've carried this old heartache far as any man can bear, and I leave behind my sorrows scattered in the prairie air. The lost trail watch me lead, a ghost upon each breeze, carrying away my whispers like leaves lost from the trees. And as the earth keeps turning, my heart finds some relief. But the lost trail watch me leave, yes, the lost trail watch me leave. Underneath that velvet sky, the lost trail watch me leave.
In the shadow of oak trees by the sleepy creek's bend, I found a heart shaped by fire in the ash of the wind. We carved our names on a cabin where the honeysuckles grew. The porch still holds our whispers, but now it's missing you. Oh, fire carved in lands of wild embrace, my soul rides lonesome trails, haunted by your face. Every sunset bleeds the same old scarlet hue. Fire carved, oh, I'm still burning true. The gravel road's now quieter, where your laughter filled the air. An old scarf you left behind dances on the wooden chair. The rain taps on the window like the rhythm of your song, but the melodies are faded since you've been gone too long. Oh, fire carved in lands of wild embrace, my soul rides lonesome trails, haunted by your face. Every sunset bleeds the same old scarlet hue. Fire carved, oh, I'm still burning true. Underneath the endless sky where dreams dare to roam, I wander through the memories in search of way back home. But every star's a whisper from a love I can't reclaim. Loneliness my compass in this vast untamed domain. Oh, fire carved in lands of wild embrace, my soul rides lonesome trails,
shadow of Lonesome Hill, 'neath the ancient oak's embrace, where the wind whispers secrets through the leaves' gentle trace. We carved our names young and wild in bark so old and gray, under skies of endless blue, where time just slipped away. Her laughter echoed softly over fields of golden grain, a melody of joy once sung, now a silent haunting refrain. And Lonesome Hill stood still as the world moved on beneath. The sunset bled like my heart when I found she'd left with the breeze. Old saddlebags and dusty trails, my companion since she's gone. On Lonesome Hill I stand alone by the oak where we belong. The cabin by the creek now wears a coat of dust and despair. Windows like the vacant eyes of a love that's no longer there. The porch where we dance 'neath lanterns light now creaks under my weight. With every step a memory falls like leaves to fate's cruel slate. Rain washes old scars, the past we walked turned to mud. Her scarf still hangs on the hook untouched, a relic of our love. And Lonesome Hill stood still as the world moved on beneath. The sunset bled like my heart when I found she'd left with the breeze. Old saddlebags and dusty trails, my companion since she's gone. On Lonesome Hill I stand alone by the oak where we belong. Now the stars above Lonesome Hill, they judge in silent gaze, pointing to the paths I've shunned since those halcyon days, where the echoes of our laughter and the shadow of her smile guide me like a ghostly light lost between the miles. Lonesome Hill stands still, a monument to dreams we wove in the tapestry of a starlit sky and the lands we used to rove. The oak tree bears the weight of time as my heart bears the cost of loving one who's gone away and mourning what I've lost. On Lonesome Hill I'll return till my days on earth are still a cowboy, a memory, a shadow where Lonesome Hill stood still.
By the ridge where the old oak weeps, your scarf still dances on a breeze so sweet. We carved our names under stars so deep where the lonely fire sleeps. Oh, my heart rides the winds of those silent plains where the whispers echo with your name. Under the moonlight my regrets I keep beside the ashes where the lonely fire sleeps. The porch still creaks from our last last goodbye. The saddle's dusty, no more rides. Gravel roads stretch neath endless skies. Memories fade where old love lies. Oh, my heart rides the winds of those silent plains, where the whispers echo with your name. Under the moonlight, my regrets I keep beside the ashes where the lonely fire sleeps. Rain washes old trails, but not the pain. Dust settles, but your scent remains. In every sunset, your shadow creeps through empty cabins where my sorrow seeps. I'll sing to the stars about a love that was deep in a town too small for secrets to keep. Forever wandering, a soul that never sleeps, dreaming by the ruins where the lonely fire sleeps. Yes, I'm lost in the quiet where the lonely fire sleeps.
There's an oak tree just past the hill where silence talks and time stands still. Its roots hold stories left unsaid and bark like paper for the dead. I rode there slow, my hat pulled low. The sky burned gold, the wind moved slow. I pulled my knife and carved one line, the name I swore was once just mine. I buried my name beneath the oak, no cross, no stone, no preacher spoke. Just one last breath, one last vow to leave behind the man I was somehow. I didn't cry, I didn't choke, just carved and dug in prairie smoke. No eulogy, no farewell cloak, I buried my name beneath the oak. The grass was tall, the dusk ran deep. The sky looked down as if to weep. The crows flew low, the breeze was dry, and somewhere coyote said goodbye. I left no note, no kiss, no trail, just saddle creaks and one exhale. And if they ever ask of me, say he rode west where souls run free. I buried my name beneath the oak, where hearts go quiet and fire folk spoke, where thunder dreams and horses roam, and men like me find peace alone. Don't sing no song, don't light no flame, just let the dirt forget my name. Let wind and stars the story cloak, I buried it beneath the oak. Some folks die in towns and beds, but me, I chose the sky instead. No one owns the wind you see, and now the wind remembers me.
I buried my name beneath the oak, then turned my back and didn't look. The sun went down, the world went wide, and I rode off with no one by my side. If you hear hooves where no one spoke, it's just the man who left his name beneath the oak.
Out where the oak trees whisper secrets of old, in a land where my heart's tales were never told, by the creek where we laughed under moon's soft glow, your shadow dances on the water's murky flow. That old wooden porch, we'd sway slow in the breeze. Now creaks neath my boot, alone with my pleas. Ghost shivered in the wind, love slipped through my fingers like sand in the desert, where your sweet scent lingers in the twilight. The skies bleed shades of your eyes, echoing the sorrow that in my heart lies. Oh, ghost shiver through the sunsets, longing just grows on the gravel roads bend where the lonely wind blows. Years rolled like the thunder across these wide plains, since the rain washed away all but our loves remain. Your scarf in my pocket, a fragment so frail, on the trail we once walked, now just a faded trail. The cabin sits empty like the hollows of my soul, each corner filled with memories I can't control. Ghost shivered in the wind, love slipped through my fingers like sand in the desert, where your sweet scent lingers in the twilight. The skies bleed shades of your eyes, echoing the sorrow that in my heart lies. Oh, ghost shiver through the sunsets, longing just grows on the gravel roads bend where the lonely wind blows. So here's to the silence between each dust-kicked stride, to the stars that keep secrets of the tears that I've cried, as night drapes the prairie in a blanket so wide. Your ghost finds me here in the shadows I hide. Ghost shivered in the wind, love slipped through my fingers like sand in the desert. Now only your scent lingers bend the infinite skies, where old dreams come to die. I whisper your name with a lone heartfelt sigh. Oh, ghost shiver through the sunsets, here I'll abide on the gravel roads bend forever, you and I.
In the shadow of an oak, by the creek where whispers play, I first saw storm, her eyes a wild, restless gray. And she danced neath sunsets, on gravel roads we lay, shared secrets with the wind in that quiet olden bay. Oh, storm walked away like rain on desert clay, leaving my heart scattered along the old byway. No more her laughter twines through oak tree sway, only echoes in the cabin where our shadows used to play. Years turn like pages in a book worn thin and frayed. Storm scarf still hangs upon that door, never swayed. The porch where we once sat, now silent and decayed. Her absence cuts as deep as the trails we once made. Oh, storm walked away like rain on desert clay, leaving my heart scattered along the old byway. No more her laughter twines through oak tree sway, only echoes in the cabin where our shadows used to play. From the dust of old roads to the stars we name each night, a cowboy wanders lonesome beneath the pale moonlight. Yet in every whispered pine or eagle soaring fly, I feel her close as ever, like dust hugging the twilight. Yes, storm walked away, but her spirit stays in the rustle of the leaves and the old porch creaky lays. I'll keep wandering these trails through the end of my days, for every sunset still whispers sweet memories of storm's ways. Oh, storm walked away. Storm walked away. Out in the shadow of the oak tree sprawl, where the wild wind whispers and old secrets call, there's a cabin standing warm by time's embrace. Each board and nail still holds your grace. Scarf still dances on the porch rail, worn just like the day you left and my heart was torn. Dust hides the past where we used to roam, under starlit skies that once felt like home. Now each breeze that passes whispers your name. In this silent prairie it don't feel the same. Lost is the echo in my boots so tread, a cowboy's lone song where all words have fled. Remember the rains, how they washed us clean on a gray porch wood, our slate wiped serene. But seasons turn as they always do. The rivers ran dry and so did you. Now the gravel road bears no fresh tire track. Only memories fade, but they don't look back. Dust hides the trails where our laughter lay. Now just windswept silence day after day. Your absence a shadow that the sunset paints across empty fields and weathered fence gates. Love's just a whisper caught on the dust, a cowboy's heartbreak in a world unjust. Sometimes in the rain, a scent so sweet of roses you loved by the old oak seat. Is there I realize, despite time's theft, in the heart of the dust, your memories kept. Dust hides the heartache and whispers low in the wild lands where we used to go. Each sunset's a closing door of the past, in the quiet town where shadows are cast. If letting go is the cowboy's way, why
Why does this dust make me wish I'd stay? And so under these endless skies I ride, with nothing but memories riding side by side, and dusted heights. Oh, dusted heights.
Down by the bend where the wildflowers grew, an old oak tree bearing scars deep and true. There an empty cabin sits, wearing years of sun, echoes of laughter where two hearts once spun. Oh, the porch still groans under ghostly weight, dust swirls where you dance too cruel, too late. Saddle untouched, the reins lay in despair. Abandoned ranch lingers like the scent of your hair. Gravel roads whisper tales of boots long gone. In the twilight, shadows stretch and yawn. Once we chased dreams through these fading trails, now just empty chairs, old mails, and rusted nails. Oh, the porch still groans under ghostly weight, dust swirls where you dance too cruel, too late. Saddle untouched, the reins lay in despair. Abandoned ranch lingers like the scent of your hair. Under the vast prairie sky, I confess to the stars my regrets and that old blue dress. Rain may fall, cleansing my weary soul, but in the silent heart your echo takes its toll. So I'll roam with the wind against my face, from the chapel to the bar, each forgotten place. Yet your memory binds like the cold earth clings to my boots, to my dreams, as a lone coyote sings. Abandoned ranch lingers, a whisper through the pines, in the heart of a cowboy where the past never truly dies.
I left that town before the dawn, with nothing left worth leaning on. No suitcase full of hope and shame, just a man too tired to keep his name. I passed the sign, said welcome home, but home ain't where
heart is gone. So I let my name blow with the leaves and found some peace in losing me. I don't go by that name no more, the one she used to whisper for. It don't belong in mouths that lie, or die in towns where dreams go dry. Call me wind or call me ghost, or just the man who drinks the most. But don't you speak what came before. I don't go by that name no more. They say your name holds who you are, but mine got left in an empty jar. I gave it all, I bled it true, but no one came when it was due. So now I live from camp to post, and let the silence be my hope. No one asks, and I don't tell why I flint at certain smells. I don't go by that name no more. It ain't on signs or record doors. It ain't in songs or wedding cards, just buried deep in canyon yards. You wanna talk and pour the rye, and maybe I recall July, but once it's gone, close that door. I don't go by that name no more. Names are for the ones who stay, but I've become the miles I stray. Each town I pass, I leave no stain, just stories told without a name. I don't go by that name no more. The wind might hum it lost and sore, but it don't fit this face I wear, not since you looked and wasn't there. So call me rain or call me shore, but I don't go by that name no more.
in the shadow of the oak where we once lay. I found an old hat fraying at the brim, saw the sun bleed its gold over the clay, each thread a memory growing dim. Your laughter echoes wild across the creek, where scars dance freely in the springtime air. Now the silence speaks the words we cannot speak. On that old porch ghostly in disrepair, and my hat fell apart like my heart in your hands, threads unwinding in the merciless winds, drifting like the dust through forgotten lands, where the twilight of our love never ends. The saddle's worn where you once sat to ride, down trails now choked by weeds and untold fears. Those paths we blazed side by side, now just gravel roads that disappear. The cabin stands, but not the dreams we made. Empty rooms where shadows lay their claim. In the heart the fire's soft glow is faded, with only ashes left to hold your name. My hat fell apart like my heart in your hands, threads unwinding in the merciless winds, drifting like the dust through forgotten lands, where the twilight of our love never ends. Oh, how the rains whispered old truths, washing over a land so parched, so bare. Mighty rivers lose their way, just like I lose you, in the echoes of promises hanging in the air. And so my hat fell apart like the seams of my soul, under skies vast and wide, where the lonely rivers roll. Farewell to the heartache, farewell to the start, in a world that keeps turning, though my hat fell apart. In the land that remembers, in the wind's soft apart, I'll keep wandering, love, with my hat falling apart.